got some news about Tony Todd today. So let me pull this up real quick. This is the last image of Tony Todd. And man, we love the guy. Tony Todd is one of the coolest freaking people on the planet. I unfortunately never got the chance to meet him.
Candyman, greatest horror film of the 90s, in my opinion.
Yeah, Candyman. Oh my God. Yep. Yeah, Candyman's fantastic. I mean, I tell you, as far as like, you know, you can compare him to like maybe Robert Englund as far as an actor embodying a horror icon. Nobody does it better than Tony Todd with Candyman. I mean, I would even maybe put him a little bit above Robert Englund. I don't know. It's tough. If we're talking about the first movie,
hot take. He's clear.
It is a hot take. That is a hot take.
There's the end of your channel right there, Lee.
It's over. It was a good run. It was a good 10 years, right, guys? 10 years.
No, but Lee is right in the sense of like my mom told me about it in like in the 90s. She was like, dude, every woman was like intoxicated by Candyman.
Oh, intoxicated.
Like, there was something about him, the way he spoke, that it was just like, yes, I'll come with you. Where are we going? Like, it's wild. Yeah, man.
He's got that sexy pimp jacket.
That voice, man. He's even got the pimp coat on.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Okay, let me read through this real quick. Oh man, but you know, there's a new trailer tomorrow for Final Destination Bloodlines, but
an actual trailer. Can't wait.
An actual trailer, but I don't really need it because we'll talk about that in a sec. Hold on.
Yeah.
The late horror legend Tony Todd will be making his final big screen appearance in Final Destination Bloodlines, playing recurring franchise character William Bloodworth for the final time. The first image of Tony Todd's bittersweet return was shared by Blavity today. Tony Todd played the enigmatic mortician in Final Destination 2, and Final Destination 5. So he wasn't in the previous couple. Check out the first look. So that's all we need to read for that. Yeah. The movie comes out May 16th. Yeah, man, look at that guy. To the end, he was like the freaking legend, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Man, what a guy.
I mean, it's sad too because you can see all the weight he lost there. I mean, you know he was sick shooting it, but Tony Todd was a pro's pro, and he was on.
I'm just going to leave that image up for this particular news story because just to honor him, you know, man, what a guy. You know, you have few celebrity deaths that really, like Brandon Lee was one that really affected me for some reason. I don't know what it just, I think it's the youth, you know, being 28 years old. And I saw his future when I watched The Crow after he had already passed away. It bummed me out even more because, like, God, this guy his career would have been amazing. He would have just soared. But then you got the other side of it where an actor has had a career, and he is later in his years like Tony Todd, but it still hits you just really, it's a punch in the gut. And man, when I heard Tony Todd pass, it floored me. I didn't want to lose him. You know,
we didn't get confirmation on it. The speculation is that he had some form of cancer. And it's just another reminder every time this happens, you know, it's like, fuck cancer. Seriously. The fact that, well, I don't need to get into a spiel about that, but the fact that we can't find a fucking cure for this thing, like, it's just, it kills me, man. But
it does.
Tony should have lived 15, 20 more years. I mean, he was early 70s, like, you know, he really should have. But pro's pro. He was on the convention circuit till the damn near the very end too. I just, it sucked. That was one that hit me hard too. It did.
He really loved the genre. He loved horror, and he loved the fans. You know, he was a fan just like us, and I think those are the best celebrities, the ones that you can tell they like Damien Leone. You can tell he freaking loves horror. You know, some directors, they're doing horror because it's a stepping stone. And then some directors, it's in the blood, right? They just have to, like John Carpenter, you know, even if John Carpenter didn't want to do horror, he would always want to come back because it was in his bones. And I think that's what Tony Todd was as an actor. He just loved the genre. Sure, he stepped out of it from time to time. He had a really great career, a lot of great credits. But yeah, man, that one hit me really, really hard. I guess segueing into Final Destination Bloodlines again, this trailer's dropping tomorrow. Yeah, I've been debating on should I
He's
do a
gonna
reaction.
watch it. He's gonna do a
Yeah,
reaction.
I'll probably do a reaction. I don't know. We'll see if I have time because I want to watch Borderline tomorrow too. But time, man, it's just like when you got a full-time job, you got to like
I
weigh
know
your
it.
options.
Yeah,
It's tough, man. But whether I watch it or not, Final Destination is one of those franchises. I'm there day one, you know, unless unless it's a really low budget studio behind it, which it's not. It's freaking New Line. So
Yep.
I don't need, after that teaser that they showed us, you know, with the chain and everything, I don't need to see anymore. I'm there.
Here's the only reason that I want to see it, Lee, and I think maybe you guys will agree with me. Morbid curiosity here. I just want to see what the mass casualty event is because I have no idea. Like that's what I want to see. Like show me what that event is going to be, and then I'm like, cool, I'm in. Like let's do it. I'm shocked we still haven't done a cruise ship yet. Or you know, but whatever. That's all I need to see. That's why I'm going to watch it. But yeah.
Can they top the Final Destination 2 opening? Like that is the greatest, not a chance. That is the greatest mass casualty sequence ever. People still talk about the log truck. I don't know. What do you think?
Nobody drives behind log trucks ever.
No, not at all.
I mean, that's always freaked me out. When I was like on tour and stuff, I was like, can we just get by this log truck as soon as possible? Yeah, I think Final Destination for me, I'm like, I'm right there with you guys. It's the intrigue is the, you know, the mass casualty event. I'm also curious to know how they're going to like tie these back to the original films, because they usually try to find some way of doing that. I really like the way that they did that in Final Destination 5, which has a pretty fun mass casualty event. I would say, you know, really the roller coaster one I thought was like kind of a letdown. I wanted it to be cooler.
Thank you.
Like I don't know, but but I you know, I don't think I need to see the trailer because I'm already interested enough in watching this one. I think that this could be one of the better entries in the franchise, you know, with it taking such a big break. This could be really awesome. And yeah, I mean, just to touch on Tony Todd really quick, obviously, fuck cancer. It's so bizarre to me that, you know, with some people, it affects everybody. You're either going to get it, you know, somebody that's had it, or you currently know somebody that has it. And it just seems so random who makes it out the other side and who doesn't. And one of my favorite Tony Todd performances is in the Night of the Living Dead remake, which I'm kind of lukewarm on as a movie, but his performance is fucking fantastic. Like he really brings it. So I just wanted to touch on Tony Todd really quick. But yeah, I'm excited for this one. You know, I think it could be a really good resurgence for this franchise, which you know, to me was always more about the creative kills than anything else. So at least, at the very least, we should get some fun creative kills.
Yeah, I mean that's what Final Destination is known for. Like even that, like I think the worst movie's 4 for me, but even 4 still has some great freaking kills, you know, and that's all you really ask for. So, I was gonna do the Cujo story, but I don't. You know what? Let's give the last 15 minutes to the chat, and maybe, you know, if you guys have any questions for us, topics that you would like us to discuss. I don't know. I think you guys deserve it because a lot of you have been here for the last almost 2 hours, and so I'd like to give. I'd like to give you guys. And let me say thank you. My friend here, the horror counselor. He is making me a mask. I don't know what it is. He's gonna be sending it to me really soon. So, thank you, brother. Man, I'm looking. I always love getting a new mask in. That's always fun. So. But there's a question here. Hold on. George. Yeah. Okay. So, well, hello there. You just watched an outrageous clip from the Hit the Bricks podcast. I really hope you enjoyed that clip. If you want to see more clips, you can click here or you can click here. And you can just have yourself a ball. All right. And also follow the Hit the Bricks podcast on Spotify as well. Thank you guys. Have a wonderful day.